Hey guys, Big Red 310 here again, here with another video. Audio video this time. By my own choice. My voice has gotten a lot better, if you can tell. I don't know, I'm tired. I want to lie down while I make this video. Lie down and take a drink. Not have to worry about what people think of my face or what I'm doing. This is great. This is great. And this is how I start my videos, and that's why I have 1,500 subs. Thank you guys for that, by the way. I'm at 1,500, and this is awesome. I'm sitting in a chair. I have my desk up on I have my feet up on a table. I'm looking at my computer. I'm putting my head down. This is great. I got 1,500 subs. I never did a thank you video for that. I don't mean to sound cocky or anything. It's just that after I hit 1,000, like hitting these 500 sub benchmarks, they're really like, to me, they're just like, they're just more subs. It's not like back in the old days, whenever I would hit 100, 150, 200, it would be a big deal to me, and I would make a video about it immediately. Now it's just kind of like, I've already reached all the success I thought I would reach in the time I've been on here. And now it's just, I'm fine with the number of subscribers I have. I can never get another subscriber for the rest of my time on here, and I'd be a happy man. So, nothing more I can really ask for, to be honest. Quickly before we get into the best show in professional wrestling history, which is DreamSlam 1, and that's what this video will be a review of. I do want to talk about Adam Pearce and Ring of Honor. I haven't given my thoughts on that yet. I grew up. I grew up. When I first started watching Ring of Honor, it was literally right when Adam Pearce started booking. So all the current shows that I started watching were from Adam Pearce. And I really, really enjoyed what I saw. I mean, obviously, I have a shitload of Ring of Honor DVDs. I've seen a lot of Gabe Sapolsky, but I really like the way Pearce booked his shows. There was a noticeable difference between Gabe and Pearce. I wouldn't say Pearce was the perfect booker for ROH. I always had a few gripes with him. Besides Kevin Steen and El Generico, and besides the Briscoes, All Night Express, and maybe one more match, Ring of Honor kind of sucks when it comes to openers. I remember back in 2009, there were many openers that would be just like 2-star matches, and they would just be like nothing openers and contribute nothing of worth. And that would always bother me with Ring of Honor. But each match would progressively get better, and the shows were really easy to sit through. Shows were never very that long. It was the perfect for a straight wrestling show. Adam Pearce booked it pretty much the best way you could book a show like that. And I do give him credit for that. Now, why he was fired, I've researched this a lot over the past few days from 3 main sources, from the WrestlingObserver.com, from PWInsider.com, and from CDU9590 on Skype. Hey, it's true. He did give me a lot of information that I found helpful. He and Ring of Honor and some guys in Ring of Honor management disagreed on the way the business should be run. Pearce, I believe he was in arguments with the vice president of Ring of Honor on how between the DVD model and how Ring of Honor should focus on their mainstream media. He lives in San Diego. I got this from Sanders, actually. And flying him in everywhere from San Diego cost Ring of Honor a lot of money. The business for Ring of Honor has been down this year, like really down. Like matches like Tyler Davey 2 and Kevin Steen El Generico 2, those matches were made most likely due to the, me and Mr. Class G1 were talking about this, most likely due to lack of sales. I mean, they just had to bring these matches up. I mean, look at the Charlotte show. I don't know if still, but like a week ago, you could still get second row seats. I mean, really, that show must have horrible attendance right now. So what did Ring of Honor do? They brought in Tyler Davey 2 immediately, thinking that would hire the sales. So business has been down for Ring of Honor. Pearce is the booker, so while he doesn't deserve the full blame, I can understand that side of things. And also, I also read a report that they were upset that he didn't create many stars. This, I think, is kind of unfair. In a way, I do give Gabe more credit for Davey. Davey did become a star under Pearce. And if Omega had stayed in the U.S. more, I think Pearce would have made Omega a star. More of a star than what he was. And I think if you gave Pearce more time with Edwards, he could have done something there too. So I think the reasons for that were just a little premature. But hey, man, goodbye, Adam Pearce. Hello, Delirious, I guess. Well, mainly Delirious and Jim Cornette and David Lagana. So yeah, interesting what's going to happen. Give Pearce all the credit in the world. This year is on track to becoming not just one of the best. I think this year is on track to becoming the best year in Ring of Honor. I mean, the shows have all been great. The pay-per-view deals has rolled in. They're making more money. They're getting more buys on their pay-per-views. I mean, they're growing as a company as a whole. You'd have to argue that this was their best year ever. Give Pearce all the credit for that. So yeah, let's see what Jim Cornette and Delirious can do. But until then, okay, now let's get into the best professional wrestling show of all time. For those of you who do not know, I'm going on an old school wrestling binge. I'm going to put out around 17, actually a little more than that, old school wrestling shows in the description box. I want you guys to pick 3 or 4 that you want me to review. If you want me to review all of them, maybe I'll do it, but like, pick the shows that you guys want me to review from that list of shows, and I'll review them on here. I'll give you guys my thoughts on them. But let's go to the show that I felt I had to review because I feel every wrestling fan in the world must see this show, and that is DreamSlam 1. True Sir made a video around, I want to say, 2007. Listing his top 5 shows of all time. 5 being WrestleMania 17, 4 being Great American Bash 1989, which I have seen. It's in the description box. 3 being the Ted Petty Invitation 2004. 2 being Super J-Cup 94. 1 being DreamSlam 1. And I wanted to check it out. And this show, I must admit, as far as the best professional wrestling show I'd ever seen up to this point, it was probably either WrestleMania 19 or Supercard Honor 3. One of the two. And I will have to say that this definitely topped it. This show was absolutely incredible from start to finish. This show is a 10 out of 10 show. This show is a perfect show, and this show is the best show that I've ever seen in my life. Now, I have not seen the Super J-Cup from 1994. I heard that show. Some people think that show's better. I haven't seen DreamSlam 2, which some people actually do think is better. But DreamSlam 1, for those of you who do not know, and this is going to surprise you all, women's wrestling. That is right. Women's wrestling. All Japan, 1993, was the best wrestling show of all time. It was a women's wrestling show. DreamSlam 1 and 2, they were both a part of, both the shows took place within a week, and they drew very big, and they got a lot of publicity and exposure from this show. More exposure than some of the other promotions in Japan did at the time. I remember like the newspaper articles that were released the next day. This show got a lot of coverage. People were going crazy about the show, and rightfully so. So yeah, I'm not going to go match by match. I'm going to go like really what you need to see. The opener, I'm going to fuck up a lot of these names. Plum, Mariko, and Hikari, Fukuoka versus Sakie, Hasegawa, and Kaoru, Ito. This is probably the 6th best match of the night, and it's 3 3/4 stars. A very, very good opener, very fun to watch. You know, my only gripe with the show is that matches 1 through 4 are kind of the same match. You know, a tag team women's match, very fast paced, a lot of good spots. I mean, this one's better than the best of all of them. But like really nothing. The only one that actually stood out for me from these 3 matches the most was actually the second one because it happened to be the worst one. But this first match was the best. It was very, very good. There's not really much I could say. You know, basically these 4 women will go out, have a very athletic, fast-paced match. They will get the heat on someone. They do a bunch of nice spots, a bunch of nice moves that I'd never seen before from women, especially in Japan at that time, and it got very over. Matches 3 and 4 are very much alike. 4 is a little better. 4 I would give 3.5. 3 I would give 3 1/4, and 2 I would give 2 3/4. I remember this match the most because Terri Power, from what I've read, I researched the show a little before I gave my review. Not a lot, but a little. Terri Power, from what I read, dislocated her shoulder, I believe, and still wrestled this match, but she was very limited. She couldn't do much. She was the big woman of the tag team, and she had to play the babyface in peril because of her injury. It made sense. And then Numata came in, and then she got offense, and then literally the other 2 girls, Eriko and Yoshika, just destroyed her. The match didn't go very long, though, and Terri Power was limited in what she could do because of her dislocated shoulder. So because of that, I can only give it 2 3/4. So 3 3/4, 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 3.5. Bat Yoshinaga versus Susan Howard. This is an NA. This is a shoot boxing match, I believe. This was not good. It wasn't that it was not good. I don't know if it had its place or not. You know, I know they wanted to do this match. This show, by the way, was all about also women from All Japan, the All Japan Wrestling promotion, versus women from other wrestling promotions in Japan at the time. And this was one of the few matches on the show where the All Japan girl actually won, which is kind of surprising. You know, you think with booking conflicts and ego issues that they'd have trouble sorting this stuff out. But nah, they were pretty much able to settle their differences and have the woman win. Yeah, it's the classic 8. If you're still watching by now, which I doubt. Yeah, I'm going 15 minutes on this one. So yeah, Bat Yoshinaga versus Susan Howard. You know, just boxing style match. I didn't like it. Most people won't. But hey, if you're into that sort of stuff in '93, fine. NA. Chigusa Nagayo versus Devil Masami. This was an okay little match. You know, it was just a little too short. They didn't get to do much. I forget who it was. I think it was Devil Masami that did a cool moonsault to the outside. But besides that, there's not much to talk about this match. 3 stars. Probably the second worst match of the night. And then we got the match. Not the match. We'll get to that later, but the match. Eric's, oh my god. Honor Hammer 26 is going to kill me because he taught me how to pronounce it and I can't remember. The Inuos versus Cutie and Mayumi Ozaki and Cutie Suzuki and Mayami Ozaki. This match was incredible. I was so stunned by this match. I mean, while the opener was really good, I hadn't seen a match up to this point of actual women in a wrestling ring doing so much great stuff, so much fast-paced, athletic stuff that really made me dazzled. That really made me marvel at the quality and the talent of these girls. This match did it. This match was incredible for me. I'd never seen anything like this before. It was a little too short. It was only like 16 minutes. I thought it could have gone a little longer. But this match was just a spectacle to be seen. This match was truly, truly, truly amazing. So many great spots done by all the women. They got the psychology. They did a bunch of different cool double team moves, which I'd never seen before. I truly, truly, truly love this match. And it's only the second best match of the night, and I would probably give it 5 stars. It's close. I would give it 4 3/4 through 5 stars. I'm not 100% sure if it was 5 stars. When I first saw it, I gave it 5 stars. But then after seeing match number 10, I was like, ooh, okay, this match is better. So like that me being dazzled at that stuff from women hadn't happened. But still, this was probably a funner match to watch. The other match I appreciated more, but this match was probably actually my favorite match on the show, even though the other match is the better match. But you know, I really, really love this match. I had so much fun throughout it. So many great actions, so much fast-paced action throughout this match. I would give this 4 3/4 through 5 stars. Amazing. Next we get Shakan and Bull Nakano versus Harley Saito and Eagle Sawai. Another great match. This is probably the best tag team match of the night. It's debatable though. I really like the main event. A lot of fun to watch. Well, best tag team match besides the previous match. Really good. Aja Kong and Bull Nakano I like a lot. Bull Nakano I liked her matches with Alundra Blaze back in the WWF. She was the only girl in this whole show who I knew besides Manami Toyota. And she had a great performance in this match. Not much I can really say about this match. It was just great. Aja Kong and Bull Nakano played great. Big woman. I was about to say big man there. So yeah, they had a really great match that you really should try to go out of your way to see. Because they played great big men in the match. Okay, God, I gotta hurry up. What's the name? Because it's not on the stupid card. Dynamite Kansai and Yumiko Hara. This match had some stiff kicks. I've seen Kenta Davey Richards. This match probably had stiffer kicks than that. This match was all about the kicks, and it really made the match special. Truly something that I will remember. I would give this match 4 stars as well. Really enjoyed it. Got a lot of time. Got the crowd into it. At the time, I thought this was Hokuto versus Kandori. I was wrong, but it was still amazing to see like this match. I thought this was great. Manami Toyota and Yamada versus Kudo Toyota. 4 stars. I really liked it, but it was great. And Manami Toyota is very athletic for a girl, and I can't wait to see what she can do in Chikara. But I need to talk about this next match in the last minute that I have. Akira Hokuto versus Shinobu Kandori. This match was incredible. This is probably my 2nd or 3rd favorite professional wrestling match of all time. This was absolutely amazing. I've never seen so much action in a match. Freaking Hokuto bled like crazy. I think the title of the show was Akira Hokuto Bleeds for Her Art. She was bleeding all over the place. She bled so much that you can kind of see her face. Like she had blood all over the face, and then later in the match, the blood kind of dried off. It was that much. She was bleeding like crazy. So many stiff spots, so many great clotheslines. an amazing story, absolutely amazing story. Apparently Kandori is a great submission wrestler, so the crowd really bought into her submission skills, and it just made for an amazing story. Women knocking each other out. I don't want to ruin too much of it. Just go see this match now. 5 stars, incredible, and go see the show. 10 out of 10, best show I've ever seen. I'm Big Richie 10. Give me your thoughts on the votes. I'm out. See ya.